Back up from this camera. I'm chilling now. Let's see. Got the screen hooked up with the steam machine. Got some coding up. Like they're doing object-oriented programming right now. So I'm sitting here looking at that. And starting to get tired. As I'm over here at my sister's house. I asked her to pick me up a Coca-Cola so I can drink that and stay awake. She'll probably be a savage to bring me like a can. We going in like 2 gulps. Well, she's not going to get it at all. I doubt she'll get it. She alright. It's like almost 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock right now. She dip in. She ain't come back yet. See, you're getting alerts. Alert, 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 alert. User interface. I don't know why. It's crazy. Like when I'm looking at like things out in the world, and they're using like terminology for like computer science and stuff like that. You know, like I know what it means, but like, does a regular person know that UI means user interface? Doubt it. It'll get better. Man, why don't I just say home screen? I think like as a software engineer, I'll just use like as my duty, I would just try to simplify everything for everybody else, so they're just not trying to figure out stuff all the time. So now we would like to move around the station. But yeah, I was watching like an Abraham Lincoln special, one of my favorite presidents, but yeah, not anymore. As I grew up, like politics wise, he was like pretty good, like, but his and like his process and growth politically. But more so, my favorite presidents are like Obama, of course, Jimmy Carter, Roosevelt, like both of them. Kennedy. I even like the second George Bush a little bit, but not too much. I liked him basically after he got the fuck out. Like, that was a very stressful ass presidency. Like, even as a kid watching it, like 11 years old, he wasn't even like legally. He wasn't even supposed to be the president. Like, when they counted up the votes and they did everything, it was like Al Gore actually won. So Al Gore's actually supposed to have been the president. I'm looking at this. You know, I was talking to this girl on LinkedIn. You know how like people hit up your profile and stuff like that. Like, oh, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Just randos. And like this cute girl, rando hit me up. They're talking about VU's distinguished lectures. That's my alma mater, Virginia Union. I would speak there, but I ain't hit to where I want to be at now. So when I'm speaking, I got a hadith. Hadith of the day. Let me see. Shall I not inform you of the best of you from your worst? He said. They became silent. So he said that 3 times. Then the man said, of course, O Messenger of Allah, inform us of the best among us from our worst. He said, the best of you is the one who are good, whose goodness is hoped for and are safe from evil. And the worst of you is whose goodness is not hoped for, and people are not safe from his evil. I think that hadith means that the best people are the people that you're safe around, and the worst people are the people that you don't feel safe around. You know, you get what I'm saying? That's what I think it pretty much means. Agree, disagree, whatever. But I'm a spiritual person, religious person. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe in afterlife and our paradise and doing good deeds just as while we out here. That's just a very important thing. I identify mostly with like Sunni. I grew up in the church, Baptist. Everything got baptized and all of that. But I believe in our Creator. You know, that's something that you should do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've you know what I'm saying, I have a connection with the Creator, and I work for that. You know, for a long period of my life. Intense, very intense. But it's hard. Like when I meet people who are like atheists, I'm like, oh, there's nothing there. I just look at y'all like, really? Like you believe like there's no type of energy force that created what we have? Like I don't believe in like the personification of what I'm saying, the creator, but what I'm saying, I believe that the creator has like no form, like the same way like Sikhism is like he has no like creator has no form, has no shape, all that. I believe the creator is like everything that's around us. You know what I'm saying? Like all of our energy. And then there's people out there who necessarily believe that. But like when I talk to people, like people like even try to like say I'm like a prophet and other things like that, just because of how intense I get with just my belief in. I believe in like fearing, like God fearing, but at the same time I believe in God, like cohabitation. Like in the Bible says that God is not, saying, the God of the people who are dead. You know what I'm saying? So what is our relationship with God after we die? Exactly, mind blown. So I believe that, what I'm saying, after we die and we become a part of the Creator again, it's like our best friend. God's even like my best friend now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the time I spend my time alone. Like I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, I don't have roommates or anything like that. I spend time mostly with like family, business people that I'm around, like school or work, and then I spend time alone. You know what I'm saying? I have friends and stuff like that, but they're out living their lives. A lot of my friends already have families, or they're starting to build their families now. You know what I'm saying? I'm hit 30 already. So people, life goes on. But I believe that, what I'm saying, me and the Creator God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, you know what I'm saying, whatever name, the 100 names plus that you can call, you know what I'm saying, I'm a monotheistic person, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect to like Hindus or anything, anybody that watch me out there, you know what I'm saying, I believe that you have power just because you believe in, you know what I'm saying, benevolence and whatnot, but I feel like I've worked, not necessarily but that work, but I've appreciated, my existence and respected the Creator in a way that, you're saying, grants me a lot of favor. And in this world, you know what I'm saying, I've been met with troubles, but, that comes as tests for who you are. And I had to face a lot of evil. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at 30, that's when I stopped seeing, like, facing the evil, because I fought at, like, index points in my life where people were sitting there saying, like, you ain't going to make it, you ain't going to do this, you ain't going to do that. But I did, and I had to fight, you know what I'm saying, witchcraft and all kinds of other things out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the hadith of the man who's going towards hell and turns at the last point. That's me. For real, for real. Like with all I was facing in my life, things will happen because I worked hard, and things just happened just because it wasn't fair. But I fought. You know what I'm saying? I feel like from this point on in my life, I'm living like straight up the best part of my life. You know what I'm saying? It may not be that to you, but it's so much to me. Like just coming from what I come from, coming from the expectations that were for me, coming from, you know what I'm saying, the people that were in my lives that weren't all that great, want me to fail and downfall. Nah, fuck that. I said, me and God got a plan. And it'll be a plan so much that you won't even think I'm going to heaven. It'll be a plan so much that you think I'm going to be homeless on the street. It'll be a plan so much that all these things are going to be going on. And it's not even going to happen. Because at that last second, switch it up on you. And I asked God to protect me. And one of the things that I had asked God to protect me on was my future and who I want to be and where I want to be headed in my life. So I had to sit there and be like, God, I need you to protect the things that I want in life, the things that, you know what I'm saying, I need in life and where I want to be with myself and everything, and even with you. And God will do it. That's what you gotta believe. That's what you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? God is capable of everything. And they'll do those evils out there to think they're even trying to outsmart God. But I look at them and like, look at you. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this point is like the clearing point. It's like, now it's good because nobody's trying to tear me down. I said, hey, I want to get to the point where I'm 30 and I have to deal with certain shit no more. And I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I had to deal with a whole lot of shit that's coming at me because me and God work together, and that's what I believe. That's my you know what I'm saying, testimony, and He'll do it. And I have faith. I still have faith every single step of the way. You know, people try to see where you're headed, but they don't know where you're going. People try to see a door, but they don't know what's behind it. People say you're headed towards failure, and they don't know how far you climbed up just to get to that point. And they don't even, and they'll probably tune out, and they didn't even see that there's way more. It's just, it's a lot. Really a lot. Like, even what I'm doing right now is just like something where people saying, oh, you're not going to be that good. You're not going to get paid that much money. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. So I'm like, I worked hard for this. How you going to say I'm not going to do this? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be this. I'm not going to be that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get away from those negativity people. Because when a person sees that you got it, and you can have it way better than them, they hate you. You know what I'm saying? It's the crabs in the barrel thing. They, instead of saying, hey, that person's going to be great, and I support you, they say, man, I'm hating on you. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a little hater in them. But really all you're doing is just evaluating yourself and who you are. And that's why you got to stop looking at other people and then looking at yourself trying to compare. Don't ever compare yourself to other people unless you in a ball game. You know what I'm saying? This is direct competition. But life is not competition. Life is a journey, and you got your own date when you came in. You got your own date when you're going to go out. You know what I'm saying? So you running your own race. Like a marathon runner. There's people in marathons that try to win. There's people in marathons just trying to get a personal record or just trying to finish. The glory of a marathon is that you finished. You know what I'm saying? You can get first. Run 23 miles, whatever. But was it worth it? Yes. But is it still worth it if you finish? Yes. Can't let those people on the sidelines trying to take you out. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, I wanted to be president. I still kind of want to be president, but I want to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Live my life, get bitches. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, especially like with today's climate, how they treat like politicians and all that. Do not be in politics trying to get pussy. Like, be married with a family. Don't be no single man in politics with no kids, all that stuff. Yeah, or woman, probably a woman too. But like, shit, get married, have a family, live your life before you start trying to jump into politics. I learned that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings of the world, they went out and had their families before they started jumping and becoming outspoken and assassinated and shit. You don't want to be assassinated out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to be, when I get into politics, the person for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got a you know what I'm saying? Old classmate. He's in politics now. I don't think he has kids or married, but I'm like, he's doing him. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna try to look at me like, ain't you supposed to do? Don't you want to do this? Don't you want to do that? I'm like, yo, stop rushing life. It just sound cool to be young doing stuff. But for real, did you develop? Exactly. Like he's in his lane, I'm in my lane. I want to do this, and this because these give me the things that I want to do to help in areas that I want to help in. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing throughout his life that got him to the point where he's at now, and he's happy. Cool. He wanted to be the mayor. Now he's like an assemblyman. Dope. But that's a segue to being a mayor. You know what I'm saying? Obama started off as an alderman, became a senator, and then he became president. You know what I'm saying? So things come in steps in the way they come into steps. Like me personally, I want to be a staffer or something like that. And then work my way around, get to know, shake hands, and then either be nominated up or elected by the people depending on which party I pick. Yeah. You don't even know if I'm going to be a Democrat. Might be Republican, might be independent. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out platform. A lot of times people just want titles, but you don't want to do anything with it. That's why we got all these politicians and they ain't doing shit. Because they have weak platforms or no platform at all. They're not coming in there with a mission. They're not coming in there to protect things. It's coming in because they want that position. You know what I'm saying? Well, we gotta think about stuff like that. What's gonna be your impact? Because chances are, if you lose your race, like after having office, you ain't coming back. Or are you gonna move up, try to go to the next top, or just try to get appointed in a position? You know what I'm saying? Politics, it could be over for you. So you got to start, and on top of that, I got to clean my life up. You know what I'm saying? I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 30s now. But now this is the point where I'm like professional. Then like my 40s, late 30s, 40s, that's when I'll be like, all right, office. And you got to fundraise, all this other stuff. But you got to have that team behind you. You know what I'm saying? To understand Italy, you need to look at the food. There's nowhere on earth quite like Tuscany. Yeah, I feel like going off right now. So, y'all got a short one out of me? I'll come back later. But just like think about those kinds of things, like spirituality and, you know what I'm saying, government, if you will, which is personal goal setting, which is self development, things like that. Things to think about.